Hello and welcome to my channel, where I explore the fascinating facts and stories of different places around the world. Today, I'm going to take you on a virtual tour of Vatican City, the smallest and most unique country in the world. Vatican City is not only the seat of the Roman Catholic Church and the home of the Pope, but also a treasure trove of art, history, and culture. Let's find out more about this remarkable place. Vatican City is located within the city of Rome, Italy, on the west bank of the Tiber River. It is an enclave, which means that it is completely surrounded by another country. It has an area of only 0.49 square kilometers, or 0.19 square miles, and a population of about 764 people, making it the smallest state in the world by both area and population. Vatican City is not a typical country, though. It is a theocracy, which means that it is ruled by a religious leader, in this case, the Pope, who is the Bishop of Rome and the head of the Catholic Church. The Pope is elected by a group of cardinals who are senior clergy from different countries in a secret process called a conclave. The Pope has absolute power over Vatican City and the Holy See, which is the name given to the government of the Catholic Church. The Holy See is also a sovereign entity under international law, which means that it can establish diplomatic relations with other countries and participate in international organizations. Vatican City has its own flag, anthem, coat of arms, postal service, radio station, and even its own army, the Swiss Guard, which is responsible for the personal security of the Pope and the protection of the Vatican. The Swiss Guard was founded in 1506 and is composed of Swiss Catholic men who serve for at least 2 years. They wear colorful uniforms that date back to the Renaissance and carry halberds, which are long poles with axes at the end. The main attraction of Vatican City is St. Peter's Basilica, the largest and most famous church in the world. It was built over the tomb of St. Peter, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus and the first pope, according to Catholic tradition. The current basilica was completed in 1626, after more than a century of construction, and replaced an older church that dated back to the 4th century. The basilica is a masterpiece of architecture and art, with a dome designed by Michelangelo, a facade by Moderno, and a colonnade by Bernini. Inside, you can admire the Pietà, a sculpture of Mary holding the body of Jesus, also by Michelangelo, the bronze baldachin or canopy over the main altar by Bernini, and the tomb of St. Peter, among many other works of art. Adjacent to the basilica is St. Peter's Square, a large plaza that can accommodate up to 300,000 people. It is surrounded by a colonnade of 4 rows of columns, which symbolize the embrace of the church. In the center of the square, there is an obelisk, which was brought from Egypt by the Roman Emperor Caligula in the 1st century, and a fountain, which was added by Bernini in the 17th century. The square is the place where the Pope addresses the faithful every Wednesday and Sunday, and where he gives his blessing, called the Urbi et Orbi, to the city and the world, on special occasions such as Easter and Christmas. Another highlight of Vatican City is the Vatican Museums, which house one of the most impressive collections of art in the world. The museums were founded by Pope Julius II in the 16th century and expanded by his successors over the centuries. They contain thousands of paintings, sculptures, tapestries, maps, and other objects, from ancient times to the present day, covering various cultures and civilizations. Some of the most famous artworks in the museums are the Laocoon, a marble statue of a Trojan priest and his sons attacked by snakes, the Apollo Belvedere, a marble statue of the Greek god of beauty and music, the Gallery of Maps, a corridor with 40 frescoes of maps of Italy and the world, and the Raphael Rooms, 4 chambers decorated with frescoes by the Renaissance painter Raphael and his pupils. But the crown jewel of the Vatican Museums is the Sistine Chapel, the private chapel of the Pope and the place where the conclave takes place. The chapel is named after Pope Sixtus IV, who commissioned it in the 15th century. It is famous for its ceiling, which was painted by Michelangelo between 1508 and 1512, and depicts scenes from the Book of Genesis, such as the creation of Adam, the fall of man, and the flood. The ceiling also includes the figures of prophets, sibyls, and ancestors of Jesus. On the altar wall, there is another masterpiece by Michelangelo, The Last Judgment, which he painted between 1536 and 1541, and which shows the fate of the souls at the end of time, according to Christian doctrine. The chapel also contains frescoes by other artists, such as Botticelli, Perugino, and Ghirlandaio, which depict the life of Jesus and Moses. Vatican City is not only a place of worship and art, but also a place of culture and learning. It has several libraries, archives, and academies, which preserve and promote the heritage of the Church and the human civilization. The most important of these is the Vatican Library, which was founded by Pope Nicholas V in the 15th century and contains more than 1.1 million books, 75,000 manuscripts, and 8,500 incunabula, or books printed before 1501. The library also has a secret archive, which contains documents related to the history of the Church and the Papacy, dating back to the 8th century. The archive is not really secret, as it is open to qualified scholars, but its name comes from the Latin word secretum, which means private or personal. Vatican City is also a place of celebration and festivity. Throughout the year, there are many events and ceremonies that mark the liturgical calendar and the traditions of the Church. Some of the most important ones are the Easter Vigil, the Mass of the Resurrection, and the Easter Monday, when the Pope leads a prayer called the Regina Coeli, or Queen of Heaven, in honor of Mary, the Feast of Saints Peter and Paul on June 29th. When the Pope blesses the pallium, a woolen band worn by archbishops as a sign of their authority, the Feast of the Assumption on August 15th, when the Pope celebrates Mass in St. Peter's Square and leads the Angelus, a prayer that commemorates the Incarnation of Jesus, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception on December 8th, when the Pope visits the column of the Immaculate Conception near the Spanish Steps in Rome and offers a floral tribute to Mary, and the Christmas Eve, the Midnight Mass, and the Christmas Day, when the Pope celebrates the birth of Jesus and delivers his Christmas message. Vatican City is a place that fascinates and inspires millions of people, regardless of their religious beliefs. It is a place where history, art, and faith come together in a unique way. It is a place that deserves to be visited and appreciated for its beauty and significance. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Vatican City. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching and see you next time.